Everybody, Doomwake here, and welcome back to some more modern content on the channel. You know, Faithless Looting, Mox Opal, Green Sun Zenith, Splinter Twin, they're all really good in their own respective archetypes. But what if I told you we could combine two of those banned cards and maybe even make a pretty good deck list out of it? And this is the brainchild of that. I present to you Opal Hollow One with some Vengevines. Now, the concept here is I was very happy when I was playing certain Grixis and Blue-Black Asmo Cookbook Opal decks because Underworld Cookbook is an artifact that lets you generate a bunch of other permanents on the battlefield, specifically artifacts. And it by itself, combined with Mox Opal, if you have turn 1 Cookbook Opal, you can then use the Cookbook to immediately give you the third artifact, and that is a free way to give you Metalcraft that turn. So Opal and Cookbook work very well together. Cookbook also happens to be a discard outlet. Discard outlets happen to be very good when combined with both Vengevine and Hollow One. So that's kind of the genesis there. Faithless Looting, also very, very good, as you've seen before, with, you guessed it, Vengevine and Hollow One. Also, I'm not done yet, there's synergies here. Memnite and Ornithopter, very good with Vengevine, also happen to be artifacts for Mox Opal. So you kind of see where the brainchild here is coming from. There's a lot of interesting synergies going on here. You have Blazing Rootwalla, which you can discard off of Cookbook or Looting or Burning Inquiry to then trigger Vengevine. We are still playing Burning Inquiry because it is random, but it's just too powerful when you're playing with stuff like Hollow One and Vengevine. If you ever discard a Vengevine off of an Inquiry, that's fantastic. Obviously, Inquiry very good with Hollow One. So that's the idea there. And then last but not least, because I feel like we didn't have enough packages in this deck, let's just throw Urza Saga in there. It's a way to tutor Cookbook. It's a way to Shadowspear your Vengevines and Hollow Ones, even if you don't make Construct tokens. It's a way to just provide a different alternate angle of attack, because historically, Vengevine decks, maybe not the best against Graveyard Hate like Leyline of the Void, but if you just make a couple of Construct tokens and give the second one haste, sometimes you just don't care about their Graveyard Hate. Hollow One is an artifact for, you guessed it, Mox Opal. So there's some really cool synergies going on here. Rounding off the deck, we have a couple of Ox of Agonas as just ways to discard your hand. If you got Vengevine stuck in there, you can do that. You can also just discard this to Faithless Looting and then get it back later. So there's a lot going on in a lot of interesting synergies to be explored in this particular deck. So that's the idea there. As far as the sideboard is concerned, nothing too crazy with the mana. We're playing fetch lands because we want cards in the graveyard for Ox of Agonas, because I'm sure somebody's going to ask that. Sideboard, nothing too crazy. You have Dismember for, dare I say it, Dismember for Splinter Twin. Never thought I'd say those words in the year of our Lord and Savior 2025. Shattering Spree for those pesky artifact decks. Damping Sphere for Tron and Amulet. Soul Guide Lantern and Tormod's Crypt for graveyard decks. And then you have a Needle and a Spellbomb. That's the other nice thing that Urza Saga does, is it kind of opens up and expands your sideboard options a little bit more. So, all in all, a pretty straightforward deck list, but I think one that has a lot of interesting interlocking synergies that cards just happen to work very well with each other, which when I built this deck, I was a little skeptical just looking at the composition of it, but the way it played out, I was moderately impressed, and I think you will be too. The one thing I didn't mention was Asmo, but we have Cookbook, you gotta play Asmo. The last thing I will mention is no Daredevil, which is typically a card you see with Asmo, but that's because we just have so many other cards we want to discard for value anyways, that I felt like the Daredevils both weren't necessary, and we just don't have enough room to put those cards in the deck list. If you wanted to play a couple of copies, maybe you could shave like one Burning Inquiry, the second Ox of Agonas, something like that for like 2, but it's really hard to find room for cards like that in this deck, so keep that in mind. But with all that said, I think you guys are going to enjoy today's video, so I will not make you wait any longer, and I'll see you back here in just a little bit for round number 1. All right, what do we got? Antoine. I will play first. Hand's nice. This hand does a little bit of cooking. When's the last time you saw a Ragavan in play? Flagstone's Aether Vial. Please don't put Memnite into play. I beg. If I looting pre-combat and I draw Vengevine... No, I can't do anything with that. I guess I could hit Mox Amber Vengevine, but we only have one Mox Amber. Wish I could cast that. Okay, discard Mishra's Bauble and second Ragavan. Then we go here. I'm going to keep the backup Asmo in case they kill the first one, because I presume Asmo is far and away my best card in this matchup. So I just want to make sure that I always have one. I would have loved to Skyclave that Vial. If I had a Mox Opal... What is this? When it dies, you gain a life and draw a card. They have located Ragavan's mortal enemy, also known as Market Gnome. Huh. Market Gnome, huh? Yeah, I guess we don't have to discard now. Ayo. Kind of wish I had that Ragavan back. So I can discard Asmo, Vine, kill this, attack, but then they can just put in a 1-drop. Seems not worth it. The Boots beat the Gnome. Kind of would rather just play a second Cookbook this turn. Because I could go Boots equip, but I think I'd rather just play a Cookbook and a Boots. Modern stapled Market Gnome. Market Gnome stocks increasing. What you got? Giver of Runes, maybe? Bro, chill with the gnomes. You gotta chill out with these gnomes. I've already told you that I can't beat them. Yeah, Oval Chase would be kind of nice here, right? What could be cut for Oval Chase? Could be worse. Could be Nyx Fleece Ram. True. So I guess they're playing Market Gnome because they have Birthing Ritual would be my guess. Yeah, maybe the Ragavans get cut. Because we did cut a lot of the Mox Ambers, so we don't need Legends for Mox Amber anymore. But I'm just worried that we have too few creatures for Vengevine at that point. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that happens. I wonder if they have Ephemerate. You got an Ephemerate over there, Antoine? I'm not playing around it. You think I'm playing around Ephemerate? That ain't me. It ain't me. You don't have it. They did, in fact, have it. They should have used it. Well, they can't use it, because if they use it, then I just kill their Scholar in response. So this makes sense. Did they stack? Yeah, but their Scholar would die, right? Like they would just they would have just wasted the Ephemerate if they did that. Yeah, it's a 2-for-2. They're trading 2 cards in my hand for the Scholar and the Ephemerate. So I think it was correct for them not to cast it. We got a little trade here. So I guess I shouldn't F6. And they can put something into play with Vial before the Ephemerate. It's a little scary. Gravecrawler, Looting, and Vengevine. What's your other zombies? Because you probably need more than just Gravecrawler for zombies. That doesn't sound like a terrible idea. It's basically just Hogak without the Hogak. Like, post-ban Hogak, after Bridge got banned, before Hogak got banned, they were just, you know, I'm pretty sure they were a Gravecrawler deck, right? Let me see if I can find, like, an old Hogak deck. Hogak Modern deck. Like, I wonder what Hogak looked like post Bridge ban, before Hogak ban. That's what I'm trying to find a deck list for. Yeah, I don't know if you can really play Troll King. Okay, that's Bridge. Do we have a list post-Bridge? That one has Bridge. I can't find one. I'm dead. Yeah, okay, I'm beginning to think that these cookbooks might be really bad without Daredevil. That's what I'm beginning to think. Dismember coming in. I'm just gonna cut these Ragavans. Ragavan sounds so bad. But here's the problem, right? I cut Ragavan, and I only have 4, 8... I have 12 creatures for Vengevine. Yeah, maybe this just doesn't work. What? Okay, but what if? It's like, hear me out, and it's the most absurd idea you've ever heard of. I don't think you want to play Bolt Scourge. If that deck works, Opal Hardband, I mean, we'll see. Not going to say no, but I'm not going to say yes. But if there's any sort of deck that is going to get Opal rebanned, it's something in the space of like Belcher, Necro Dominance, like something really stupid that also gets to play Opal. Okay, so what was this? Bloodghast, Carrion Feeder, Cryptbreaker, Glowspore, Shaman. Okay, they were playing Carrion Feeder. That makes sense. So yeah, we just build this deck without Hogak. But I guess if you don't have Hogak, maybe you don't need to play Satyr Wayfinder. But like Bloodghast, Feeder, Gravecrawler, Stitcher Supplier, Vengevine, Looting, and then this deck could also play Asmo. Yeah, you don't play Altar. And then you would just play Asmo Cookbook and Daredevil. That actually sounds kind of nice, right? Dude, stop with the market gnomes. They typed in chat, modern staple market gnome. I'm just going to reply with stonks. Opal Chase Daredevil, because Daredevil pairs so nicely with Cookbook. Ask them for the deck list. I don't think I will. You could message them on MTGO and ask them for the deck list, if you would like the deck list. Alright, we're just on the Saga plan. You could copy-paste their username and then just ask them for it. I thought it was a second Market Gnome there for a second. Man, Market Gnome is 2 types for Nethergoyf. Alright, I'm going to write this down for later, because I do want to play some more Affinity after this, but Jund, Gravecrawler, Looting, Vine. I'm going to write that down for later, but I do want to play some Affinity first. But that is something I want to work on. Basically just Hogak... Wait, I clicked yield until next end step, not yield until... What? I definitely clicked yield until next end step. Check the tape. Check the tape. 100%. I know I did. Alright. Check the tape. Go. I mean, they only got 2 cards in hand. We're kind of chilling. Nah, we're fine. Could do this. Because even if I draw Vengevine, I can still just go Asmo Rootwalla. Oh, okay. Now he's cooking. Now he is cooking. I mean, I do kind of like this Saga package. His Saga plan is kind of nice. Asmo. This stupid Market Gnome is kicking my ass, though. I just can't with the Market Gnome. Getting soloed by an 0-3. Alright, do this. I'm just going to hold up the Asmo activation. We are literally getting soloed by Market Gnome. Alright, I'm watching the clip. Your turn. No, hold on. I missed the part of the clip. Yeah, I clicked. Look. Okay, look. Hold on. I'm not crazy. All right. Watch. Ready? Watch. Yield until next end step. Right? Ready? I clicked yield until next end step, and it F6'd my turn. I'm not trolling you. That's exactly what happened. Okay. It even had the yellow arrow. Yeah, it did. Like, I did everything right. Bro, chill with the Market Gnomes. Come on, man. These Market Gnomes are just the end of my career. Actually soloed by a stupid gnome. Look at this stupid little, like... It just looks miserable. I don't want to look at this guy. I hate this gnome. Can't stand these gnomes. I do, yes. I do have auto yield with no action on. I can't play MTGO without that. Somebody's going to cosplay as Market Gnome and show up to the next event. Okay. That's probably going to kill Shadowspear. Oh, really? Okay. That I am okay with, I think. I think I'm okay with that. Sure. I'll take 3. I would kind of like another copy of Urza's Saga. Nothing into turn. 2, 4, 5. Okay, play this. I want to see what they're drawing first. What you got over there? A Cursed Marauder. Is this this is non-token, right? But I can still just sack a Rootwalla. So we go equip here. And then I think we should just this. I could offer the trade of Rootwalla for Masked Vandal, but that's bad. I really needed that Shadowspear. Shit. Really needed that Shadowspear, huh? I am, in fact, getting Aetherviled, yes. So I can kill 2 things and still lose my Asmo. So in that case, I will just kill 1 thing. Kill just the Skyclave. And then play another Asmo. And then we go... I mean, I don't want to discard this Dismember, but I do want to play the Asmo this turn. But the problem is it's going to be really hard to punch through without the Shadowspear. Now, granted, we do still have the Asmo, right? So we have Asmo 4 foods. Okay, that's kind of huge. Yeah, they did. They tapped Violon 4 and, surprisingly enough, did not put Siege Rhino into play. You're probably very shocked to hear that. I'm getting frisky. I'm killing this asshole. That thing is dead. They can't get it back, right? They have 3 types. Dun, 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 dun. Throw in the foods for 6 life. Why would I do that? Exile my graveyard. I needed that. I needed that graveyard. At least they did that before I put the Vengevine in the graveyard, which is nice. Huge. Huge pickup. Well, we tried. All right, we tried. I mean, I can just cast that shit for 5. So, discard, discard. Congratulations. You got played. Nah, there's no... Come on, they don't have Rest in Peace as well. I think it's time. I think it is time. 2, 3. Time to do this. I maybe shouldn't have played that land. Okay, so we trade there, trade there. I'm cool with that. I am okay with that. Trade there. Trade there. Damage. Alright, Bone's got 1 card in hand. Likely a Vial on 4, which is probably useless. Spotify versions or remixes. Alright, what is this? I don't know what this is called, but... Alright, I don't know what this song is, but here we go. Cursed... Oh, right, I knew they had that. Shit. Okay, I shouldn't have traded the Rootwallas there. I forgot about that. It's probably way too loud. Turn that down. Right. Okay, I kind of messed this up. I did know they had that. I just forgot about it. So I guess we go discard here, then kill something. Kill the biggest thing. That time I click yield through this turn. Then we could trade this for the Trawler. I mean, the board's still kind of clear, right? Trade this for here. They have 2 cards in hand, but we have the Ox. If we can find some stuff to do with the... if we can find some ways to put cards in the graveyard. We need 8 for the Ox, right? Yeah, okay. I'll trade. Not the best draw step. Okay. Not the best draw step. Good looting here. Discard these to play Hollow One. Alright, I mean, I got a 4/4. That's something, right? And then we can... Oh, we have enough to do the Ox of Agonas next turn. Okay. Okay, we're cooking. You know what I would like to draw as a looting? Because if I find a looting, I could just mill 2 and then keep the Vengevine in the graveyard. So that would be kind of nice. I don't have any targets for that one. What is Craft? Craft is... It's hard to explain. You can, yeah. Oh, because Market Gnome. No, yeah, so I don't think they're playing this for crafting. This is just, a 1-drop that gains them a life and draws a card when it dies, but Craft is, if they have this in their graveyard and they have something to craft, they can, craft with the Market Gnome. Most of the craft cards, utilize cards in your graveyard, or artifacts in your graveyard. Some of them have creatures. But they're all, they're all kind of weird. But they benefit from exiling cards from your graveyard, and they have some sort of effect that way. Most of them are artifacts, though. Artifacts or creatures. Okay. Okay, can work with this. I am going to get rid of the Vengevine, but that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Done. Okay, draw 3. So discard here. Cast this. We're gonna win this game. Go here, yes. Buck, discard this. And then we send both of these. They have a 3/4. I could kill the Trawler, but I want to make sure they can't double block the Hollow one, so I think I'd rather hold up the Asmo activation. I don't really care if they trade for the Vengevine, though. What do we have left in our deck for Saga targets? They killed Lavaspur Boots and Shadowspear, so we don't really have any good targets left. See, this was kind of the problem with not having the Shadowspear, is it makes Saga a much worse top deck. Yeah, they just they killed everything. We don't have anything left. No, you fucker. Opponent's a hater. Opponent is a massive hater confirmed. Huge hater. Huge hater. Jesus Christ. Yo, put that Vengevine back in the graveyard, please. I'm gonna kill one of their first strikers, because them having 2 first strikers means I can't really attack with anything. So I have to kill the first striker there. Which unbanned card is opponent running? Market Gnome. Racing, huh? Okay. We have turned this into a racing situation. That is a card that I cannot cast. Well, at some point I might be able to with the second Mox Opal. I kind of forgot about that. 2 Opals cast Vengevine. I'm just going to kill the Goyf, because they are running out of card types in their graveyard to get the Goyf back. And I guess we can... Oh, I can just do this, right? I should probably wait till end of turn, because I'm not going to cast the Asmo this turn, right? Because, so I know I can. I can sack the Cookbook, get back Asmo, tap this, discard Vengevine, play Asmo. But I want to, with the second Vengevine, give myself the, if I draw a creature, I can get both back next turn. So I think I'd rather do that. I do take 7 here and go to 2, but I think that's okay. No, I can trade, actually. I can trade here and take 5. So that's fine. Yeah. Also, if I sacrifice the book, I do lose Metalcraft, but then I could just discard a card for this to get it back. So it's not a huge deal that I lose Metalcraft here, because I can kind of just get it back instantly. Just take 5. Come on. Come on, man. Oh, that is such a huge punishment for not casting the Asmo last turn. They were hellbent. I'm just going to say that. They were hellbent. Now what? Jesus. Because now getting back the Asmo is pointless since we can't cast it. Yeah, we can draw Looting, I guess. I think my only out is rebuy the Asmo and hope to peel Looting. It has to be, right? I don't see any other way out of this game. Oh, I should have used the Cookbook there. I'm stupid. I guess it doesn't matter, because I could just discard the Vengevine to the Cookbook, or to the Looting if I draw it. Not dead on board, right? No, I am dead on board. Yeah. Oh, man, tough match. That Collector Roof there was so brutal. Whew. That Collector Roof was so brutal, because I could have, like, I wasn't even thinking about Collector Roof, and I could have sacrificed the book main phase, discarded, then played Asmo, but I wanted to wait, because if I wait, I have the ability to, if I wait, then I have the ability to, I'm going to hold the Burning Inquiry here, then I can go discard Vengevine, play towards getting a second creature next turn, so I waited, but that hoof was so punishing. But GG's for sure. That was a good match. Turn 1 Saga. Oh, okay. I see what we're doing. I see what's going on over here. So you're saying we are dead. Is that what you were telling me? Never mind. I lied. Will they discard Zenith, Land, Analyst? They have a Simic on top. It's pretty bad for me. They're at 16. We have 11 next turn. Could find a looting, maybe? How do they always open on 2 amulets? They only play 4, right? I'm beginning to think these amulet gamers have signed a pact with the devil, and all like their client allows them to play 8 amulets. It sure feels like it sometimes. Boseiju. Not my hollow one. Alright, I will fetch. This is where having a surveil land for utility would be kind of nice. Give me a looting. No, not that. That's not exactly the looting that I was looking for. Basically the same thing. Surely I won't die this turn, right? Surely I won't die this turn. You can put a 3rd amulet into play. Not that they need it. Okay, I get it. You have 10 trillion mana. We get it, all right. Yeah. There's a good chance they probably just die if I draw looting. Streamer. It's the arena scene. We're not playing arena today. Alright, just cast a Titan. I know you have it, Bubble Popper. Just put me out of my misery. Alright, so Damping Sphere is good. Graveyard Hate, man. Needle could be okay. This is probably another Ragavan out type of matchup. Shave 1 Ox. Ox kind of slow against them. It's weird to cut Ragavan, but I don't know what else I want to cut. Could shave a couple Baubles, maybe. Let's just do this. Because Ragavan is pretty... Yeah. I was going to say Ragavan is likely enough to connect against them, where it also kind of provides me an artifact for Mox Opal. Because if it connects, then, just makes an artifact for Opal anyways. Alright, Zemissa. Should have bobbled myself there. Got a little lazy. Zenith. The Zenith. Okay. Let him cook. That's fine. So we go end of turn, discard Vengevine. Give me a looting. There's no way I can hollow one, right? Because I can go... I'm almost in this on right now. Can go discard Rootwalla. Yeah, I don't think I can quite hollow one this turn. Play the Asmo. Get this. Get a book. Hold the book, I think. No, I should play the book. Is it worth using 2 food to deal 4 damage? No. And then I'm likely just going to play the Damping Sphere next turn. The reason I wanted to play the book that turn was that if I say I want to use the Asmo this turn, then I can go next turn, play Sphere, discard the other 2 cards to have another Asmo activation. So that was why I played the book there. I am really missing the Daredevils, though. This deck, I feel like if we had some Daredevils, could potentially be a lot better. Because it just feels like we don't have enough gas in hand to be able to discard the Cookbook. Mirror Pool. 7, 8. Okay, let's actually just do this so I can pump the Rootwalla, which is a 2-turn clock. Because then next turn I could just go discard both of my cards to have an Asmo activation. And I feel like it's pretty hard for them to kill me through a Damping Sphere this turn. At least I hope. I mean, we'll see. Their deck is certainly capable of doing really stupid things. Five mana. Zenith for 4? What are they getting for Zenith for 4? I mean, it could just be a Collector Oof, but I still think I'm supposed to hold the Hollow one, because if they get Collector Oof, they just have to trade, because this is lethal damage. Okay, that's fine. So they're dead on board? Am I missing something? Maybe I'm missing something. They appear to be dead to me. Okay. Game tree. So what did we say? 2 Bauble for 2 Ragavan? I think I like that. I mean, Ragavan does get worse when they have Grazer, but I think it's still good enough. And it is still a legend for the 1 Amber. It's a creature for Vengevine. Like, I'm just... In these post-board games, I'm very worried about having a high enough creature count for Vengevine. So. Yeah, I'm in. Hell yeah. Let's do it. Now, here's the question. Do we YOLO Burning Inquiry on turn 1, or are we sensible, reasonable Magic players, and do we cast Ragavan first? Apparently this song is not available on Spotify. You have a YouTube link, Shorv? Inquiry into Triple Hollow one, it just never works like that. Yeah, I think if they don't play Grazer, I'm just going to cast Ragavan. Okay. I could change things. Oh yeah, Doctor, we recorded an episode last night. Montagna, I don't want that. Yeah, for folks looking for some dive down content, we recorded an episode last night. I don't exactly know when it's going to go out, probably either today or tomorrow, but be on the lookout for some dive down content, because we had a lot to talk about. A lot of things were discussed. Be on Spotify somewhere. Well, it's your job to give me the link. I'll search for it. Hit 'em High Space Jam. Is it this? Hit 'em High from the Hollywood Symphony Orchestra and Voices? I mean, it shows the Space Jam logo right here, right? I'm assuming this is it. Alright, we'll go with that. It's on the album. Yeah, this, right? Is this not the album? Oh, this is the Hollywood Symphony. Maybe it's not. Let me click on the link again. Yeah, see, this is the problem. It's grayed out, so I can't. For some reason, I can't listen to it. I don't know why, but it won't let me. It won't let me listen to it. Ooh, little Faithless Looting. That's safer. Okay, let's do that. Huge. All right, so now we go discard, discard, then cast the Asmo. And then we can... we could gamble. No, there's no way I'm doing that. I'm not doing it. I'm not gambling. I'll take the guaranteed Vengevine. Streamer is a coward confirmed. Gamble post-combat? Sure, I could Burning Inquiry post-combat. Alright, here we go. Shorev has found me a YouTube link. Song request from Shore. We have a little bit of a little Space Jam. A little Space Jam. Any Space Jam enjoyers in the chat? All-timer. Oh, sure, I can just cast Hollow One for 1 mana. That's probably better than gambling, right? Yeah, that's way better than gambling. They have a Dismember. Okay. Gamble, gamble, gamble. No, it's gambling is stupid. You can quote me on that. Aren't they just dead? 4, 7, 10, 12. I'm 1 point short of lethal. There's no way you're supposed to gamble there. Oh, I actually had lethal. Because I could go pump Rootwalla and then channel this for 2 mana because I have 2 legends. Cookbook discard. Oh, Cookbook discard was better because then I would have had a second food. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You are 100% correct, yeah. And then the second food could have killed the Grazer, so it would have been lethal. Don't let Shaq get an ego. Look, they're sometimes right, okay? Some of the time, Shad is right. Not all the time. Okay, well now we can just hold up double Cookbook for when they go for Titan, right? So we just go to combat. Yeah, I'm gonna go to combat here. I'm just gonna hold up Asmo. They have 2 cards in hand. Pump this. This is 10 damage. They go to 3. What are you casting? Stop this. I mean, this is fine, right? We're at 7. I can still kill them next turn. But I just want to make sure I have the Asmo activation up in case they go for Titan. Yeah, Meltdown is crazy. There's so many artifact decks floating around. What you got for me, Bubble Popper? You have a Lotus Field. Okay. Can they kill me with 1 Amulet without Titan attacking? I feel like they can't, right? I feel like there is... It's unlikely they can kill me through the Asmo activation. I would assume Meltdown is, because Meltdown doesn't clean up your own creature tokens, like from Bajani and stuff. So if you're just playing pure energy, I would have to imagine Meltdown's better. Also, what's up, Tomper? Yeah, no rings here. You are not getting protection from everything for a turn. Can we agree that making a retro frame of a card that already has an OG frame printing was dumb? Yes. Yeah, why did they do that? What was the point? I mean, I guess, like, for the people who enjoy the retro frames, it is kind of nice for them to be able to, like, partake in the retro frame without having to shell out a whole bunch of money for, the specific old version, so I guess that kind of makes sense. What do we discard here? I think with the Vengevine in the graveyard, I keep the hollow one. Because it's better if I draw looting. Yeah, I think I keep the hollow one. It doesn't matter because they're just dead, right? Yeah, it just doesn't matter. I don't think it matters. Because I just untap, discard both cards, kill Grazer, kill them. Go to attack with Grazer. Send in the Sloth. We call that the aggro Sloth. Rare Mox Opal sighting. All right. We posed a question to chat earlier today. What do you think happens first? Mox Opal gets banned or reprinted? And I think where I landed was I think they'll reprint it first. But because they kind of have to, right? Witch Blessed Meadow. Okay. So let's go here. Bauble myself. Ooh. Huh. So with the Rootwalla on top, we can play turn 1 Ragavan, right? Because then turn 2, we can go looting, discard Vengevine, Rootwalla, hardcast Rootwalla. So I think I'm allowed to play Ragavan here. All right, song request from Ninja Dave. Some Dark Watch in the queue. It'll play after this. Dude, so many Rootwallas. This is a little bit awkward. This is kind of the downside of Saga, right? Look, there is definitely a downside to Urza Saga. What's that doing there? I'm going to save the Rootwalla in case like this Vengevine dies. Alright, well they had this anyways. So it turns out my Urza Saga was offline anyways. I should looting pre-combat, because we can find second Vengevine. Did not. I guess doing it this way lets me only pump one of the Rootwallas, but that should be fine. I'm sure they have some kind of flash creature here. I don't know what it is, but we're going to find out. Or not. Wait, now I can pump both Rootwallas. They have a kill spell? Oh, do they have Solitude Ephemerate? That's bad. That's really bad. Jesus. Okay. Maybe they'll trade? No. We are extremely dead, by the way. There's no chance we're winning this game. 8, they flicker that. I mean, 3 Rootwallas is kind of nice. What'd they pitch? They pitched Aven Interrupter. Okay. Death in Taxes Gamer spotted. Death and Taxes Gamer spotted. Stoneforge Mystique. A little bit awkward, huh? I guess we should trade the Rootwalla for the Recruiter of the Guard, so they can't trade it for Ragavan. But them having the other Saga covered with Field of Ruin is kind of brutal. Go to 5. Probably going to end up trading Ragavan for Solitude. Do this, play this. I got lazy. I could have held up a red source, but nice little breakdown. I do like me a good breakdown. I only got 1 mountain left. You better not draw more Field of Ruins. Okay. Do I want a food in play? It's kind of unnecessary. Yeah, it seems unnecessary. We have 1 card in hand. We know it's a Stoneforge. That is a good draw step. That one... wait, should I attack first? No, I don't want to attack. If they make me use the Rootwalla mana, then I can't cast the Ox. So I'd rather just do this. Alright. I mean, now we're cooking. Now we got a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. You have the Sash, huh? This Hazma might just solo them. Alright. Burning Inquiry, I need you to be kind to me this time, alright? I need you to help me out. Just be a homie and help me out here. It's a little annoying. It gets the Ox. It's not the worst case scenario. This would have been nicer if I had a food in play, right? I mean, obviously I didn't know I was going to draw the... Wait, actually, now that I'm thinking about this, I can't even really cast the Asmo this turn because they're just going to Solitude it. So I think we have to just play Cookbook and pass and hold off on the Asmo for a turn. Because the only way I can win this game is Solitude. This Lion Sash is going to be huge, though. If they draw Plains, they can actually make it a 7/7, which is bigger than my Asmo can kill. Oh, really? Okay. I guess that makes sense. But again, if I had played the Asmo, they would just flicker this and kill the Asmo. Because I was 1 card short of making extra food. So again, if I had that extra food from the turn they Skyclaved the Cookbook, then I could have killed the Solitude there. Wait, what? I can't beat that. I'm sorry, what? You wanna run that by me again? What? The tools. Bro's got the tools. Alright. Is that card Modern playable? I mean, okay, I will say this. It's probably better than Batterskull. That's whatever context that gives you. I don't know if that necessarily, like, gives you all of the information that you need, but it is maybe better than Batterskull. That's all I will say. Yeah, that's kind of what you have to do with Hollow One, right? Alright, give me the book. I can kill 1 creature. I kind of feel like I have to kill this Lion Sash, because it's just going to get completely out of control. Like, if I don't kill the Sash this turn, they can just make a huge Sash and then move the tools on it and just have it 11/11. So if I don't kill this now, I'm never going to be able to kill it. So I think I just have to kill the Sash. This thing's just going to get way too out of control. I mean, I have some life to work with. Like, I could take 5 hits from this and be fine. But I think what we need to draw at this point is the second Ox. That's how we get out of this. We've gone through one Ox, which they exiled. But we have one more Ox. Even Saga would be good too, right? Saga would be nice. Yeah, it's fine. Bowmaster stocks definitely increased a little bit with the introduction of Faithless Looting for sure. Because more people are playing like looting. More people are playing looting Burning Inquiry decks or just looting decks in general, and Bowmasters is pretty good against a lot of the looting decks. Okay, that's a good start. We can rebuy... Well, I can rebuy what? Hollow one? I mean, I don't need to do that now. I can just chill. Oh yeah, there is a lot of looting going around. Many, many looters. I'll take 4. I'll take a little 4-piece. I think I want to do... This looks weird, but I'm doing this because I want to have an extra food in play. And I want the ability to kill something next turn. And I can't do that. Where's my... Where the hell's my Rootwalla? Oh, here it is. Like, where'd you go, buddy? I can't kill anything with Asmo, or at least threaten to kill something with Asmo, unless I make a food here. Is that relevant? It's kind of relevant. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that more relevant than killing something with Asmo? I think it is. We can actually just, like, get a little aggressive here, can't we? 1 mana short of being able to pump both of these. So maybe I just do this. I mean, this Saga plan is kind of nice. The Saga plan does give you a lot of good late game, and we can get the Shadowspear next turn. I think we actually may just be favored from this position. We just make a second construct, give it haste, Shadowspear. Fuck! That is definitely the punishment for not holding up an Asmo activation. Damn it. God, we were so close! Because now they can flicker the Solitude. Man, this game, honestly, is coming down to me not making the food when they skyclave my cookbook. I mean, I certainly had reasons not to make the food when I chose not to, like if I, drew a looting or something, but like specifically drawing the Ox of Agonas punished me so hard for not making that food. I mean, they have to Solitude the Asmo, right? Jesus! Dude, they are not missing. That's a pretty good draw step. That is a pretty good draw step. So their last 2 draws have been failure to flicker Solitude into Extraction Specialist. That's brutal. It's really brutal. They were doing fine up until then. I mean, we still have Urza, Saga, Shadowspear, plus Lavaspur Boots, so honestly, this game is still not over. Wow. You have to get this head, the Shadowspear. Hit him with one of these. Shouldn't F6 because I can make a Saga token. Or make a food, rather. I'm gonna gain 9 this turn. This game's gonna get weird. I mean, they can gain a lot more life than I can, because they could make this thing huge. Opponent, hello? Did you forget I could make a food? Okay. Kind of shocked they're trading their lifelink body. And by trading, I mean not trading. We're at 31. This game is gonna get so weird. Oh my god. We have to, like, run them out of creatures somehow. Okay. Finally, they bricked. They can pump the Dissection Tools token with Guide of Souls. What an absurd game this is. I mean, I think we're favored, but it's not by a lot, I'll tell you that much. How much is the reconfigure on this? 2? So they can activate the sash once, then move it back to the manifest. Crazy game. Mm-hmm. Monstrosity, thank you for the prime. Welcome back. Appreciate the resub. Mox Opal. So this thing is currently a 6/6. So they appear to not have any good blocks. I think I just full send, right? I don't have an Asmo that I can rebuy, unfortunately. Alright, so if I full send, they gain 6, go to 24. They have to chump block the construct, right? Because it would be 10, 18... Yeah, it would be exactly 24. Or, no, it would be 22 if they didn't block the construct. I'm just going to full send. Really? Alright. Don't F6, don't F6, don't F6. I almost didn't pump the Rootwallas. That would have been bad. Okay. Take this much. They're at 5. So now they have to sacrifice... They have to sack a creature to move this, right? So they can sacrifice the Guide of Souls to move this here. And then they can pump 6. So they're going to gain 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 plus 5 is 14. They go to 19. Oh yeah, the last is messed up because we were doing test hands. I was playing versus myself. Not playing with myself, playing against myself. The first league we played with the Esper Asmo Legends deck, I think we 1-3 dropped, and then we wanted to play this. But we're gonna play some more. We're gonna play some more Affinity after this. We got a little sidetracked by this like Hollow One Mox Opal idea, so that's kind of why we're here. I was just planning on playing Affinity all day today, but I had to try out Mox Opal with Hollow One. Because the idea is that you kind of want to play Cookbook. Like, Cookbook Asmo is good in the Hollow One shell, and the idea is that Cookbook is such a good enabler for Mox Opal that that's kind of where the idea came from. Wait, how did my token die? Didn't they block with a 6/6? Oh, it gets Death Touch. Oh, shit. I didn't know that. That I did not know. Did not know about Death Touch. Well, that's awkward. We can looting to try and find Ox of Agonas. That is not Ox of Agonas. So now I can't really attack, right? Because they can just trade. But if they trade for the construct, that does mean... Yeah, I mean, I guess I have to attack, right? I think I do. This is game 1, by the way. I just want to point that out. This is the first game of the match. So 9, they're taking 15. They're going to go to 4. Am I interested in a Retract Stormless to play? Not necessarily, no. I assume you're referring to, like, Cheerios and stuff. Cheerios is not really my jam. I'm sure it got a lot better with Mox Opal, but it's just not really my jam. Foxtrot. It's more 8-cast. Interesting. I mean, I could take a look at it. Exiled Looting. Makes sense. I mean, I guess as long as they don't draw a creature, they can't move the dissection tools. I mean, this is lethal. Oh, so they can do this. That's a good draw. So this is 9. If I send everything, they block a Rootwalla and they take 12. They go to 1. No, they die because I can discard the Saga to Cookbook. So this is a lethal attack if they block a Rootwalla, right? It's 12 right now. Yeah, but I have this. I can make it 13. So they have to chump block here, right? So this would be... So 9 minus 5 is 4. 4, 7, 10. This would be 11. So I don't discard the Cookbook, and I just play the Saga. And then I can haste the Construct next turn. Dude, what is this game? I would like to point out, by the way, this is game 1. I have 20 cards in my deck. Good grief. They block a rupee of 12. Okay. Do me a favor. 9 plus 3 plus 1. Quick maths, quick maths, quick maths. What is 9 plus 3 plus 1? Is there any reason to cast the Looting? The reason to cast the Looting would be Ox of Agonas. It's probably worth it. Okay, did not hit the Ox. I guess the reason not to do it would be... Oh, now I can't activate both Rootwallas, right? Shouldn't be a huge deal. So we go here. We just don't attack with the Rootwallas this turn. Wait, did I just miss lethal? No, this is still lethal, right? If they have nothing. All right. So they can kill the one with the Shadowspear on it. And then double block this. But then we just cook them with the next construct, right? They could chump block this one, I guess. This game is so stupid. Casting Looting was a bit of a troll angle. Yeah, I mean, I have 20 cards in my deck, and I still have an Ox of Agonas, so whatever the... I don't know exactly what the odds are to find the Ox there, but it is really good if I find the Ox. Maybe that's not true, though, right? Because then if I find the Ox, I can't Ox... I can't Ox, Saga, make a token, and haste. Unless I draw a land. They have to kill the Shadowspear. Let's see if they realize that. I'm pretty sure they have to kill the Shadowspear. This game is so unbelievable. What is happening? What is going on? Folks, if you're new to the stream, do me a big favor. Hit that follow button. Click all of the buttons. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Hope you're having a good time today. This has been one of the games of all time. Pretty happy they are not killing the Shadowspear here. I think that's a huge mistake. They can now move the dissection tools if they want to. Maybe that was their plan. Sack the enchanter, move the tools here. They have a 7/6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I'm gonna have an 8 toughness token. Well, don't click those buttons. Click the follow button and the Twitch Prime button. Those are the two most important ones. Mox Amber, huh? Mox Amber. Not super relevant here. I guess I'll take a redraw. And then we go here. Here. No attack with the Rootwalla this turn. They do still have Death Touch. Why didn't they equip, by the way? Couldn't they have just gone sack, equip, and then traded for the Construct token? I feel like that would have been better. I don't need this Mox Amber. I might as well just get the extra damage. They're at 4. 55, by the way. They're drawing Enduring Innocence. Okay. Looks cool. I feel like your deck is maybe a little bit weak to Orcish Bowmasters, but it does look cool. That was a big issue for me when I was trying to build, like, affinity decks, is every time I put more Thoughtcast and Thought Monitors in my deck, I'm just like, how do I beat an Orcish Bowmasters? And that is not an easy question to answer. Alright, somehow we won game 1. Not sure how that happened. That was... I can't even tell you what that game was. Dismember Me, I think? Go with that. 55, by the way. I mean, Aetherflux Reservoir turns on Mox Opal. They gave up. Yeah, I feel like they maybe had outs that game if they, like, used the tools to... If they moved the tools to the Solitude, they could trade for the Construct token, and then I wouldn't have any big creatures left. I would just have 2 Rootwallas, which maybe that would have been enough, but... I mean, we have a Bauble. We'll draw land. Alright, turn 1 Vial. Bauble fixes everything, right? Asmoranomardicadaistinaculdacar is on top of my library. I like that one. I'm going to keep that. I will keep that card on top. I would love to find a looting next turn. Looting would go really hard here, because then we could go discard to book, looting, play Hollow One, play Asmo. I'm not going to discard here, I don't think. Okay. Bit awkward. So... Here. I'm going to kill the Sash now, I think. The Sash is just kind of a pain in the ass. And then I'm discarding my 3rd land, maybe? Could have played around Solitude, right? If I just played the Cookbook first. Maybe that was better. Because I could have went Cookbook from hand. Yeah, discard, then play Asmo. That would have been better. But then I would have an extra Cookbook, which I didn't really want. Like, I didn't want the 3rd Cookbook. What's my opinion/experience of Pioneer? I played the format a lot this year, but I have not really played it a lot in the past couple of months. Just kind of like... It's hard for me to get motivated to play Pioneer, just because, like, a big part of... a lot of the reason why, at least for me, this is obviously not everybody, But a lot of the reason why I play Magic is like for the competitive format, the competitive aspect of things. And with them removing Pioneer from the competitive RCQs, it's like a little difficult for me to get motivated to play it. But the format was I enjoyed the format for the most part when I played it a lot. I did play a lot this year, and for the most part, I thought it was pretty good. I feel like the format maybe got a little stale with recent printings, like specifically on Holy Annex is a lot for that format, because overall the format I would say is generally pretty low powered, and Annex is an extremely powerful card for that kind of format, so it's, you know, not clear that the format can maybe handle something like an Holy Annex, but time will tell. Looting, can't really attack here because they can just make their creature a 7/7. Yeah, I mean, the format is very diverse. It's very wide open. There's a lot of different archetypes that are represented. You know, even like something like Rakdos Demons, it's over the past couple of weeks has been the most played deck, but even then its play rate's like, you know, somewhere in the 18 to 20% range, which is not that bad. But I genuinely did find the format pretty fun when I played it. I had a good time. Basically, like my stream was essentially all Pioneer up until the point where they made the decision to do the RC, like remove it from the RCQ format. And then that's when I really switched like the focus of my content to Standard. And now that Modern is back, I figured now was a good time to get back into Modern, because there's just so much hype around Modern right now. But it's weird because I feel like I have certainly gained a relatively large following from Standard specifically, and I'm curious to see how the modern content how the modern content stacks up compared to the Standard stuff that I've been doing for the past couple of months. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Because I know I've gained a lot of new followers specifically from Standard over the past 2 months or so. And I mean, I do still want to have some Standard in the rotation, but I mean, it's just, Modern is just too juicy right now. The Modern is so, like, it's just very, very, very wide open. It's interesting to see what happens. How come Standard is more diverse and nuanced than Pioneer? I don't know if that's necessarily true. They have a 9/10? I can't beat a 9/10. 9/10 is too big. So if I attack with both, I can use the Asmo to kill the Guide of Souls, but then they still have this? How do I kill this? It's a really good question. Guess I should have attacked first. I'm actually just not going to attack. I'm going to wait. Last book. The book. Standard is certainly a lot more accessible in terms of arena. And not even just from an accessibility standpoint, because like the cards are cheaper, they're easier to acquire. Also, just from like a sheer volume standpoint, like you can play so many more games on Arena. And I think another part of it is, or the Arena client is much more like visually inviting than MTGO for what it is. Like, you know, let's be honest, MTGO, like it's not bad. But in terms of like, you know, there's just a lot more aspects of Arena that are much more visually appealing. Oh, they can just do that. This I can't beat this card. Because now, if I send everything, they just don't block. Yeah, just send the hollow ones. I do kind of get cooked if they have that. Yeah. All right, let's go to game 3. Maybe I wasn't dead there per se, but it was going to be a tough one to win. Could bring in Shattering Spree just for the Lion Sash, but it's not really a lot of targets for Shattering Spree. I didn't have enough cards to Asmo it twice. Right? I only had one card in hand, I thought. I only have 2 foods in play. So I think I was 1 card short of Asmoing it twice. It's alright. We got game 3. I'm not worried about it. We are bing chillin'. This league is taking significantly longer than I thought it was going to take. I just kind of assumed decks like this were very, very fast. Okay, this hand's good. I am going to just Cookbook on one. Play the Opal. And then we can pop off on turn 2, hopefully. I know I could have done more stuff. I could, like, Cookbook, discard, use the Opal, but I think I'm going to lead on looting. Okay, that's big. I think it's... I think it's this, and then Bauble Vengevine, or rather Bauble Inquiry. Well, it was awkward. You have to wrap those guys on top. This is not looking good. Yeah, it is very weird to see an Asmo deck without Daredevil. I don't exactly know what I want to cut for Daredevil, though. I have been missing it, I will say that. I have certainly been in multiple different spots where I've missed Daredevil, but I'm not sure what you are meant to cut for it is the problem. Like, it's kind of hard because you need, like, a very specific amount of... Like, you need a high density of artifacts for... You need a high density of artifacts for Mox Opal. You need, like, enough creatures for Vengevine. It's very hard to, like, figure out what the right mix should be. All right, here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we hit a hollow one every time. Any hollow ones? Shit. A hollow one would have gone so crazy there. Not quite. Now you want to show up, huh? Now the Rootwalla shows up to the party. So we can looting here to try and hit Hollow One still works, right? Because we can go discard Rootwalla, discard, and that also works. That also works. You think they have Containment Priest? Surely not, right? Surely they don't have Containment Priest, right? You wouldn't do that to me. Okay, there we go. Okay, no Containment Priest. Now we are big cooking. Big cooking. What do we notice in their hand? Oh, they have this, but it doesn't beat Vengevine. I'm going to respond and crack this fetch. Good chance they have a Ephemerate here, but I can Dismember it. Rescue me. These Rootwallas kind of picking up the slack here, right? No Ephemerate, huh? Alright, dig 8. It's gonna hold up Dismember. Your turn. So they can Wrath for 1. But if they do that, they lose their Vial. Man, Wrath of the Skies Vial is definitely a statement. This doesn't seem like the best Wrath of the Skies deck, if I'm being honest. Okay. Let him cook. Let him cook a little bit. Recruiter. Peacekeeper? This has been the longest match I've played in forever. This is insane. Just get it over with. I want it to end. Just make it stop. Make it stop. You got Extraction Specialist. They're really good at not dying. They're not very good at winning the game, but they are very good at not dying. Did the thumbnail face? Well, it wasn't like excited thumbnail face. It was like, I'm in physical and emotional pain kind of thing. I think I'm going to Dismember their Extraction Specialist. It's their, like, they can't block the Vengevine now. Or they can't profitably block Vengevine, I should say. I attack. Look, they'll die eventually, okay? They will die eventually. They're 5. Urza's Saga. Debating if I want to... Honestly, probably just looting here, right? Fill up the graveyard for Ox. Okay, that's nice. Now I can play Hollow One. Alright, your turn. They want to search their library. Yeah, it would kind of make sense if they had, like, second Recruiter or Ephemerate for Recruiter. I kind of hope they're just dead. Damn it, just die already. But just come on, man. I'm losing it all right now. I don't even know what's going on. I can't think straight. This match has been going on so long. I feel bad for the editor on this one. Ryan, I'm sorry. It's not my fault. They just can't kill me. Their deck doesn't do anything. Yeah, alright. Yeah. Like I said, their deck is really good at not dying. Winning the game, that's secondary, of course. Yeah. Yeah, them having an Ephemerate made sense there. That's why they wanted to get the Arbiter up the table. Kataki War's Wage. Okay. It's certainly going to put some triggers on the stack. How much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Opal pays for itself. Mountain pays for Hollow One. Lose the 2 food in the cookbook that I can make a Saga token. I'm certainly paying for the Hollow One. 100%. That's easy. Food token, no. Food token, no. Opal pays for itself. And then the question is, do we pay for the book? If I pay for book, I can't make a Saga token, but I could just pay for book and then... I don't really have good attacks with the Rootwalla this turn. Do I have any books left? 1, 2... I have 1 book left. Yeah, I guess we just don't pay for it. It's gotta just be better to make a Saga token here. God damn it. I guess, to be fair, even if I kept the book, I still couldn't cast that. Because if I keep the book, I can't discard the Asmo and cast the Asmo. But now I can get a book next turn. Oh, also, I have no food left anyways. Yeah, it wouldn't matter because I have no food left. All right, you're at 3 life. You are at 3 life. What's up, for a kid? Oh, they had 2 ephemerates? I missed that. They're just going to die to their own triggers. Like, I legit think they may not be able to win this game, given how many triggers they put on the stack. Yeah, there's just no way. They're 100% going to time out. They're I think they're like 1,000% the timeout here. Well, send all is bad because if I pump the Rootwalla, then I can't make a Saga token. And I really want to make a Saga token this turn. I'm not trying to time them out. They're the ones that are taking forever, man. It's not my fault. If they have me dead, then I'll concede, but... Ding, ding. Yeah, that seems to be the most popular deck that's been popping up lately. Wait, they can make a 9-power Guide of Souls? Good God. Actually, we might be dead. I forgot they could make a 9-power Guide of Souls. Huh. Interesting. Okay, I'm at 6. We can Shadowspear. So make a token. Oh yeah, we have the Asmo too, right? Hey yo, demonic tutors, how you doing today? Welcome everybody from DT Stream. Hope you had a good one. We are trying to cook a little bit with Mox Opal in a Hollow One deck list. It's been okay so far. So what if I just make another construct? Okay, hear me out. Make construct. I can make enough life to not die, right? And then we go get the last book. Use book, discard Bauble. Oh, right. I'm not getting... Oh, shit. No, because I don't get the Shadowspear this way. I needed to get the Shadowspear. Didn't I say get the Shadowspear? I feel like I said get Shadowspear and then didn't get the Shadowspear. I'm pretty sure I said it right. Dude, my brain is fried. My brain is so fried after this match. I can't... Like, I literally can't think straight. Wanted to play Asmo? Right, but playing Asmo doesn't matter because I can't Asmo and shoot. Yeah, I'm dead now. I think I'm dead to the flyer. Because I can pop the food and gain 3, but then I'm still just dead. Yeah, I meant to get Shadowspear, but I think I, like, somehow brain farted into talking myself into getting the book. I never did. I'm not going to time somebody out on the DB account. That... Okay, I've played against Death and Taxes twice this league. I don't know what's happening. I don't know, like... why people are playing Death and Taxes, but please don't make me go through that again. What do we have here? This seemed to be really good if I had a land. Although I guess not. 3 hollow ones. Yes. Sign me up. Sign me up. I mean, if I lose 3 matches, then, you know. Alright, this is the coward's play, but it's fine. Consider. We call this the Coward's line. It's actually the line that baits Force negation. So if they had Force, I'd rather have them force this. That's why. You're new here. What do we usually stream? Fortnite. This is 99% of the time a Fortnite stream. That's a nice pickup. Just don't counter this, please. Please and thank you, Moadin. Do not counter this. That's fine. I'm okay with this. Somebody's looking for a Force of Negation. Did they find it? Rit Bozo Burning Inquiry. This is the awkward part about playing Saga, is like, these hands where you need the double spell in turn 2. Can't play Saga, but... Oh, look at me, I'm complaining that I can't play Saga when I'm putting 14 power into play on turn 2, you know what I mean? I guess I'll find some way to manage. Opponent has passed the turn. I'll go to combat. I will enter the combat phase. What do you think Moadin's up to over there? Part of me thinks they maybe F6'd. Because now we have a very long pause. There's usually, like, you can kind of tell when they're playing pretty fast, and then there's like a very, very long pause after they pass their turn without playing their land. Usually you can tell what's going on there. Did I see Phoenix's win rate in the challenge? How do we already have win rate data? Who keeps track of that? Dude, you can't be spamming links like that. Come on, dude. Get out of here. Also, this is what happens when I click on the link, so... mod check content? Hello? Okay, Graveyard Heat against Phoenix. The content has been banned. The link was too big, that's what happened. Then boarding out Ragavans. Not sure if I should, but that's what I've been doing. He did know. He also didn't ask me. Look, if you're gonna post a link like that, please ask me first. Don't just post you know. You guys don't own the chat, all right? Okay. So let's go Opal, Tormods. Go Cookbook, Lantern. Could I have played Lantern first? No, I still would have had to exile the fetch, right? No, we pass. And then I guess I want to do this before I Burning Inquiry, because I want to have all this stuff in play. Dun, 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 dun. If you're gonna spam, at least do it for tiny URL. Yeah, look, if you're gonna spam like that, at least gift a sub before you do it. You know, there's a price for that. The price of admission. Two lootings. Upstairs has been called. This is an aggressive lightning bolt. This is spell number 2, right? Yeah, okay. I'm with you. I'm with you. I accept 1 damage. I accept your peace offering. Phoenix, 0%. I mean, there's no way that it was actual 0%. Burning Inquiry. A little awkward. All right, Bauble, do this. Have a gut shot on top. Pass. If you find a second Mox Opal, we can hardcast Vengevine. Check DMs. All right, I am now checking my DMs. I don't even see Izzet Phoenix on here. Martyr Energy, Hollow One. Izzet Phoenix. Wait, actual 0% win rate? How is that possible? All right, apparently this is win rates from the most recent challenge, which is the first challenge post-ban list. They didn't win a single match? What? How is that possible? How many Phoenix players were there? There are 4 players, 9 matches. So they just all, like, they all O2 dropped, I guess? they didn't even play themselves? How do you know that? Oh, the non-mirror? Yeah, that's funny. They just didn't win a single match? Oh my god, that's hilarious. That's awesome. I mean, everybody's prepared, right? Every single person has a million graveyard hate in the sideboard. I'm not the most surprised to see that. Yeah, they said one person was like, "Oh, 2? No, I'm fine. We're chilling. We're chilling." All right, I lost track. How many spells is this? I have to check the history, the game log. So turn 3, they gut shot and Manamorphose. This is spell number 2. So I think I should crypt now, because if I don't crypt, they can float double blue and cast Demolich. So I'll do this now. Two. I know, Spike baited everybody into playing Phoenix. That's what happened. The ultimate debate. I didn't look at twins. Get the card on top? What is twins? Splinter twin was Jeskai twin 37.5. Izzet twin 28%? Yeah, that's embarrassing. What are the Opal decks? So Opal decks were Mardu Energy, Hollow One 48%. Are there any Opal decks here? Affinity 50%. Grinding Station 68%. I mean, again, you got to realize these are extremely small sample sizes, right? Somebody posted them on Twitter. Was it DaVinci? I think it might have been DaVinci who posted them on Twitter. I'm fairly certain that's where I initially saw them. Look, I know I could hardcast the Vengevine, but come on, I'm just going to make a Saga token. Maybe I could hardcast the Vengevine for content. Alright, they've been to Steam Vents and a Consider. Maybe we still have the Lantern, too. I mean, they're cooking. But them having to fight through the Tormod script and the Soul Guide Lantern is kind of a lot. Because we can just... even if they pump the Channeler, we can just let them go to combat, let them attack, and then after attacks, before blocks, exile the graveyard. Alright, quick battery change. We should win this game, I would guess. Lightning Bolt. Ding, ding, ding. Opponent? What's going on here? What are we doing? What was that about? Unclear what that was about. I mean, I guess there's a good chance they have a meltdown. Is that what's happening? Can I beat a meltdown? Okay, math time. Token, Lavaspur Boots, Cookbook. That's 15, right? I'm pretty sure I can deal 15. Yeah, we could try to Burning Inquiry into more stuff. I mean, I think we should assume they have a meltdown, and the best way to play around that is just make a token, get boots, and then I think use the Mox to cast the Burning Inquiry. Right? Because right now, if I just discard the book, this is 7, 7 and 8 is 15. So yeah, let's just Burning Inquiry and see what happens. Well, this is bad. This is really bad because now I can't equip. I also can't get this Vengevine back. So yeah, this is kind of bad. So it's kind of bad. 0 mana 4/4. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure it's enough to beat a meltdown. That was the problem. Because they go to 11. We cast Hollow One Pass. They can meltdown for 1. We respond, sack the Lantern. And then we have a 4/4. They have a 1/1. They would have 1 card in hand, no graveyard. I mean, maybe it's still doable. What? What if their last card was Bolt? Oh, okay. Well, I guess their last card's not Bolt, huh? It turns out, as a matter of fact, their last card was not Lightning Bolt. All right, big match. This hand's nice, by the way. I don't know how I want to play it. I think it's turn 1 Ragavan pass. Yeah, it's just turn 1 Ragavan. Because the Ragavan can also make a treasure for Mox Opal. Scramble Surprise. What if we call it Western Omelet? Did they still sell Cheerios? Okay, that's nice. So now we should looting first. Okay, so I think it's these two. Right? These two attack. Maybe attacking first was better, because then if they kill this, I could keep the second Ragavan. This is the safest line for sure. And then we just go to combat and see if they kill the Ragavan. Which it seems like they're not going to. I like this. Okay. Doesn't do a lot. I've discarded 2, so I need to go discard this as the 3rd. I guess I didn't have to do that, right? I could have just played Mox Opal, but now I can hold the Opal in hand. But I could have just played the Opal there. Maybe that was better. And that would have... I basically would have traded a food for a Mox. Yeah, that's probably better. I mean, the upside of doing it this way is now I have an extra food in play, which having the first food in play is good if I draw Asmo, because, like, imagine I draw Asmo there, then I already have 1 food to be able to activate it immediately. Alright, Ragavan down. I guess I might as well play an Opal here, just to make a bigger construct. What you got from me, moles? Moles. Basic Mountain. Blue-red gamer. I would imagine the blue-red gamer probably has a difficult time dealing with Saga Game 1. So we go over here. And then we go make second construct. Yeah, second construct, get boots, sack token, equip. Lavaspur. Go here, equip here. The nice thing about this line is that if they have Deceiver Exarch, they have to chump block. Because if they just tap this in response, this is 11 plus the cookbook is 12. So if this is their plan, then they just don't have outs at this point. I would guess they don't, unless they have unless they're something psychotic like main deck meltdown. Surely they wouldn't have main deck meltdown, right? They would definitely never have main deck meltdown here. Okay, or they just die. Alright, Splinter Twin. Give me some Dismembers. Sphere, Spree, Needle. We could Needle for Deceiver Exarch. I don't hate that. Ragavan out. Ragavan seems to be the worst card in this deck. And then we can shave the second Ox. Call it a day. And that was from 5 months ago. Alright, this hand does not contain lands. This hand is all I could ever dream for. Or all I could ever dream of. Basim. Is it not Basim? Is it Basm? Have I just been saying that wrong the whole time? Wait, they get to flip Tameo! Shit. Yeah, I mean, you know, it is what it is. Dude, Burning Inquiry does not line up that well against Tameo. Shit. Streamer, have you decided, have you considered not flipping your opponent's planeswalkers for them? You know, I'll think about that another time. Emotional damage. It's pronounced Basum. Alright, well, hold on a second. Wake up. Besum. Besum? Besum? Like that. I'm trying, okay? I'm trying. No, not bechamel. Stop. Alright, loot me. Loot me. It's not exactly what we're looking for. Flipping their Tameo for them is just... this is peak Modern right now. Peak Modern, baby. It's pronounced based meme. I don't think it is. Something tells me that it is not pronounced that way. When angels deserve to die. This has been the longest prediction of all time. Probably should have cast the Needle first. Did you guys see that Kethis top-8'd the Modern Challenge yesterday? I am certainly not a Kethis gamer. I do respect the Kethis gamers, but that's just not me. Alright. Tameo, what is it? Seasoned Scholar? Right? Seasoned Scholar. I think I'm gonna hold the book. Yeah. Because I may want to discard the book next turn to looting. But I can go 3 mana, looting, discard 2, book, discard 1, play Hollow 1. And if we hit a Rootwalla, we can get back Vengevine. Outrageous, 4 cards in hand. Presumably this looting gets countered, right? Not much I can do about that. Oh. Oh, in that case, that's pretty good. Okay, we've located a combo. We have located a combination strat. They definitely will not Splinter Twin us, right? Not possible. Are we Splinter Twin? No, definitely not. Okay, they don't have Deceiver. That's good. 14, and I have, what, 15 next turn? 4, 8, 12, 15. I got lethal in play. I got lethal, Moles. You're going to have to show me that you can do a little bit better than that, Moles. That is not something I have thought about. Green Sun... What do you... Chat, now that Real John has mentioned it, Green Sun Zenith for the... Whatever the Enchantress is. Sithis? Green Sun Zenith for Enchantress. Thoughts? I guess what's the added utility you get to play in that deck for Green Sun Zenith? 4, 8, 11. The Asmo is a fantastic draw. I'm going to go to combat first, because I don't want them to know that I drew the Asmo. Because they might try and, like, snipe the Rootwalla in combat. And if they do that, then I can kill the stupid Exarch post-combat. No Sarasanctum. Well, you have what's the name of the creature that is a Sarasanctum? So you have the creature that's a Sarasanctum, you have Enchantress. I guess you can get, like... I don't know what else you can get. Destiny Spinner, yeah. Sanctum Weaver, yep. So, I mean, it's got some utility, right? This is the punishment for not playing the Asmo pre-combat. But now they have to decide if they want to kill the Hollow One or the Asmo. Which, presumably, they have to kill the Asmo, because the Asmo just solos them, going for a twin combo. Burning to find you. Oh, I thought I turned off deck decks. Panda, I'm going to refund you. I've done so many deck decks today. You made a shit PO deck? Alright, fine. I'll take a look. I lied. I'll take a look. Memnite, Thopter, Tameo, Riddlesmith. What did they do? They did kill the Asmo. Makes sense. Well, I mean, I did them all at the same time. Memnite, Ornithopter, Tameo, Riddlesmith. I know, Riddlesmith. Shout out to the homie. In theory, this could let me get back Vengevine, but I would have to get extremely lucky and hit 2 Rootwallas, so I think I'm just not going to do that. Alright, attack Moles for 8. Hopefully this game is almost over, and then I can take a look at the deck tech. Snapcaster Mage. You're going to bounce a Hollow One? Okay. What is the difference between a prelim and a challenge? A prelim is a scheduled event with only a set number of rounds. They're always 4, regardless of number of entrants. Challenges can scale based on the number of players that are in the event. Okay, so now we just go discard, cast, discard Inquiry, cast Hollow One, get back Vengevine. I guess I could have kept the Inquiry in hand, right? Yeah, I could have kept the Inquiry in hand, because it costs 3 mana. Alright, you're at 1. Moles, good luck. Surely this is good enough, right? Please get me out of this. I want to play some Affinity. Please let me play Affinity. Stop tapping mana. Don't do that. You're not allowed. All right, Sam Shot has a song request for us. I'm sorry, what is this? This is WAP Lounge version. Okay. What is this? What am I listening to right now? All right, cool. We win. We did it. Even though we had to endure an hour and a half against death and taxes. They said it couldn't be done. YouTube, if you are watching this video, thank you very, very much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this little take on or just playing as many banned cards as we can, Mox Opal and Faithless Looting. I do think that there is something here. Not a big fan of these Ragavans, but I do like the fact that Cookbook synergizes with Opal because you make more artifacts to turn on Opal more consistently. Looting plus Inquiry, turning on Asmo was good. The Vengevine Hollow One Rootwalla stuff was good. Really just these Ragavans are the only cards that I didn't like, and the Sagas came up quite a bit, giving you access to sort of like a plan B, where you're attacking from the graveyard, right, with Vengevine plus Ox, but then you're also taxing their other sideboard cards because they need to sideboard in their meltdowns to be able to answer your Saga plan. So, and I don't know, it just worked out. It worked out. I think there's something here. So thank you for watching. If you're watching us on YouTube, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, YouTube.